Get that Wi-Fi together, son. Here we go again. You ready? I know I'm ready. What?
Because I always respected your hairline on television.
You feel me? And listen, man. If you here, you alive, you breathing, and you got cheeseburgers to eat, you are blessed. Let's get it. Y'all clap it up for yourselves. Levi, clap it up back there. Clap it up. Levi, I don't hear you clap it up. Clap it up back there, Levi. Pause. I'm not raising my child like that. Y'all ninjas is weirdos. So, I am extremely under the weather. I feel terrible. But guess what? The work ain't gonna stop. I know. That's the thing. You want it to stop, but the work not gonna stop, baby. We not lazy over. If you came across this channel, your life is meant to change. Let's get that out the way. So before I say anything else, my name is Six Paths Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, and it's that Six Paths Commandments. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everyone who joins the channel to come and join our family so we can learn, have conversation. And over here at Six Paths TV, I have many jobs. I gave myself a lot of work. Don't say I'm not working hard, but one of my jobs is to help improve your relationships to people, places, and things. One of my jobs is to help you develop a sense of importance for faith. Because without good faith, you can't make good long-term decisions. You don't have the faith to. I'm here to help you develop your gratitude. But ultimately, along with the communication piece, I'm here to address one of the biggest problems in our society today, especially with Black people. And that's a lack of maturity. So guess what? Six Paths Dice is here to help y'all grow the fuck up. What's good? Let's get it. One more time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Uh-huh. Hey. Come on, Levi. You want to get a picture? That's cool. You're not die. You're afraid. You scared to death. You scared to look. Levi, ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. He wasn't alive for none of that. Keep playing your tablet. You're not from my era. I had other things I wanted to talk about, and I really wanted to just maybe find one part of this video, and I react to it. But I started to play it again. And Six, the goddess, you were in rare form. You were a Super Saiyan 2. This is my simp hat. All right, this has turned to a simp hat because I put on a simp hat for Six. Six was definitely Super Saiyan 2, and she was definitely her second form for this video. Probably one of the most entertaining that we had in a minute. I ain't gonna lie, she do good when there's something going on, or when she got kind of got an op. But sometimes she went too far. But in this situation right here, it's interesting because if you part of the whole YouTube, like Black YouTube, like lore in the space, I've been following this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what?
I'm the fucking clown. I've been doing this shit a long time.
A long time.
I posted this video.
You feel me?
No, Joe,
Nigga. All right, so anyway, so Six is responding. So Keita Rose, I don't understand. I get it's on owes you money. I don't know all the money situations, but I'm like, yeah, but you have like a really successful YouTube channel. I know how the analytics work. Unless her channel demonetized, your ass better start going live and doing longer videos. What the fuck? Like what? Yeah, she's getting like a lot of views. Like she will have a nice check this month. Well, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think. I don't know. Real talk, y'all. So what we're gonna get into today is that Six, the goddess, she went on tonight's conversation about 2 years ago now. So she talked about it without naming the people involved on her own show when it first happened. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't want people to know that she was on the show. I want to promote the episode because of the negative interaction she had with the cast. So what she experienced going on there is what you experienced being a winner. Period. Not many people know how to be around someone who's shining and appreciate them. If I see a brother's in amazing shape, I'm impressed by that. If I see the brother got some fly sneakers on, I'm impressed by that. What do it say about me if I see that brother that's in way better shape than me and I feel uncomfortable? Or I have to say a negative thing about him. Or I gotta say, oh yeah, he probably broke. Or I have to basically try to find out, well, this is probably wrong with him. Not that I can see it, not that I got proof, but I have to do something to make myself more comfortable with me being around this person. Right? One of the reasons why, what she experienced, right? Also, it's real quick. She experienced why Black people are not going to be able to get together by having conversations and the men coming to the table with the women. The men are going to have to say, yo, this is what it is. Either you're going to get with it or not. The same way a job got rules. This is what it is. You get with it or not. Men have to move the same way and stop making so many damn exceptions. All right. One of the reasons why my last relationship was such a good relationship and everything, and is because like, yo, I managed the chaos in the relationship. I wasn't chaotic back. I didn't try to get back at her. I didn't try to beat her at her own game or nothing like that. I tried to, for the most part, handle every conflict in good faith, you know what I'm saying, and be willing to work things out, you know what I'm saying, and which also brought down a negative culture in a relationship, because for the most part, relationships a lot of times suffer. For one, they suffer because you're not doing no upkeep, you know what I'm saying, but also, if you wasn't raised to have respect and appreciation for everything, you cannot have positive friendships and relationships. It is one of the most terrible things to do a nice thing for someone or try to help someone that maybe, let's say maybe, all right, so for example, like, you know, I've been in situations where like, yo, I was able to do something for somebody and I wasn't able to do it the way I was before. And like, yo, it gets to a point where you're doing things for this person and they're not even saying thank you. They basically treat you like, oh, well, you know, that's not enough. That is the most, if you ever experience that, you got to realize you cannot waste time talking to that person, interacting with them, because you got to realize that person, you'll never be able to reach them. They're at a point of mental illness. You're not going to be able to change their mind. And Black men and women spend a lot of time trying to change someone's mind rather than saying, either you want to get with us or get left. Like I keep telling y'all, we are on the precipice of the greatest Black renaissance to ever happen. Anywho, my bad. I'm gonna have too many sidebars. So going back to what we'll be getting ready to react to. I watched it one time, so this is gonna be Six's reaction to basically Keita telling a story about Six's appearance on tonight's conversation, right? And I've been trying to explain to y'all for a minute, and this is really important. It's important for all I know, but I think a lot of women are not aware that they're doing it, right? And I think as time goes on, and the more that, again, men for the most part never actually thought that deeply about the behaviors of women and thought that deeply about how to manage the relationship. For the most part, Black men are especially Black men in particular, are very egalitarian. We're more likely to want to hear you out. We're more likely to be flexible, likely to change our mind, and more likely to collaborate or have a collaborative type of interaction or relationship. More democratic, right? But what modern men are realizing is that when the moment I use that B word, none of this makes any freaking sense. What's the B word? Six paths, nice benefit. How do you benefit? The moment you ask yourself that, all this goes out the window. So I said to say this. So what men are starting to say is like, well, I still want to be in a relationship. I still want to have a family. Just that, no, I just don't want to be in one if I can't benefit. And for the most part, the effectiveness of male leadership has gone to a point where things are working too well to the point where women think that they're making the world go round, and to the point where they walk around saying, I don't need a man. When you literally need a man for everything. A man, he built the car you drive in, he built the house, the apartment you live in, the men are protecting the city that you live in, the fire department, the EMTs, the roads, the construction, all that, the electricity, the cable, the telephones. That's mostly being ran by men. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and share this video. You know what I'm saying, whatnot. So my bad. Before we get into some whatnot, what Six is experiencing is women not being able to tell when they are lying. Because it doesn't feel like lying. She's really just because the thing is, the reason why women are more likely to lie is because when they tell a story, they have to make themselves look good and get you on their side. And that's how they tell all stories that involve them, in the way that gets you on their side. You know what I'm saying? Not in a way where they tell you everything they did wrong. Or only time women tell you what they've done wrong is when they don't think anything's wrong with it, and they talk about it and they don't really know that, okay, that was actually, I took an L there, or I messed up, or I was irresponsible. Because if they're not framing it that way, they're just telling you what happened. Like, for example, Black women are not really able to understand that white men in mass don't desire a Black woman for like a wife and be the mother of their kids. And for one fact alone, you cannot give that man white babies. I always say, if Black men do that, if they have a child with a non-Black woman, the child will not come out Black. Do you want to be having babies with them? If my baby gonna come out white, if I have a kid with a white man, because like, yo, that's the first thing you think about. You know how awkward it be? You walking around with this white kid, everybody giving you looks and shit. But anyway, so Keita tells the story of how, you know, how Six was, and she basically talks about how Six was calling them bitches and threatening them and getting super aggressive. And then we also going to be looking at the tape of what actually happened and how the women were actually interacting with them. And what you're also seeing is like, not that women can't be smart, but women think it's cool to be ignorant and act stupid, or ignorant, act stupid, and be impatient. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, when we have these kind of discussions and whatnot, it's good to have a little tension and a little conflict and whatnot. But when someone's a guest on the show, it doesn't make sense to actually be straight up attacking the guest. You know what I mean? But anywho, my bad, yo. We 13 minutes in, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get it, yo.
On the act, because me and Randolph had to handle the bitch. Why? Because she thought she was being slick in person, and then the femininity coach, she teaches women how to be feminine, started bucking up and talking like this and saying bitch back, and we was all fighting. And
now Keita is.
She said she started bucking up and saying bitch back, like, all right.
The other one in this situation who is also currently unemployed. The same thing applies with her. How long did you think you could carry on the way you were carrying on at work and that you would still have a job? It's super interesting for me now to see Keita, you know, throwing a fit about how she didn't get paid. But the truth is this, the same way that you felt as though y'all did not owe me basic human respect in my face, or at the very least, to just do our job and go home, the same way y'all felt like I was not owed basic human respect because of my talking points or my tone, or that you don't like my content. It's crazy how karma works, because now the same thing is happening where now Ace is saying that because of something that you did or said, or because of however y'all interacted, that you don't deserve to get paid. But see me, I'm not a hater, okay? If you did the work, you need to get paid. Even though the work that you were doing was to be the pit bull for Ace. You project by calling women like me a pit bull, but I'm not on nobody's payroll to sit there and sick them on women that they bring in. The way I do my content on.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Every clip I've ever seen with Keita, yo, her eyes get mad big and she's damn near screaming at the people on the panel, and you know, and getting like it. what she does is this. People like that, they understand, bro. Especially women, right? A lot of men don't really pick up on like how many psychological games women play with you and each other. Okay, women play a lot of different games because a part of it is fun to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why they do it. Again, women do a lot of things for the experience because the experience gives them stimulation. Yo, shout out to people who just joined the channel, man. We had 20, 31. We got like 70 subscribers, man. Shout out to y'all. I don't know who you were, but love you. We made made some good money today too. We made way more than we usually make. I was checking my revenue. That's okay. That's a big jump for one day. But anywho, so yeah, so that was like her whole character. And what it is, I'm sorry, my bad. I was talking about the whole delivery of words, right? And how you can be very much bamboozled by someone who's witty, who talks fast and talks loud and gets excited. Naturally, people kind of back down a little bit because for the most part, human beings naturally want to de-escalate unless they're like a hothead themselves. They want to naturally kind of de-escalate the situation, so they won't necessarily maybe respond in kind. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, all right, well, chill. I mean, it's not that serious, the type of thing. And you can tell this person's a bully. Also, whenever someone has an actual problem with respecting other people, or again, this is why I keep talking about with maturity. One of the biggest issues was when these girls were interacting with Sexy Goddess, they wasn't interacting with her like an adult where you're being considerate of how the other person is experiencing you. So I might have to skip ahead to the end so you kind of see more of the interactions.
My page is for me and the people that like it, and there's 250,000 people who enjoy it. Now, you see how Kita, once again, when you're dealing with tall, dark-skinned women, do you see how her impersonation of me was, oh, yeah, and to paint me out to be masculine and to paint me out to be aggressive. Now, I'm going to show you what actually happened, and we're going to break the rest of this down.
I'm making the most money.
No, I'm doing my both.
So what you mean?
I'm doing my both sides.
So because we're making the most money,
so here go Ace in the middle. Now, I don't always really agree with ladies like that, but once they start getting heated and whatnot, it's okay to let them kind of get a few bars off, but once they start kind of bickering, going back and forth, and it starts heating up, as the host, you step in. You don't allow them to fight, right? And Six is going to get into that point about how that was a part of his formula, was trying to get the girls to fight.
it's for the entrepreneur. So that takes away from the fact that they're still got money for food. So, but that still takes.
So right now they're having a conversation, and this is the most disingenuous conversation ever about whether or not. Now, when she's talking about fat women, she's talking about women who are like very much overweight, like overweight to the point where it's an issue. Not even in amazing shape necessarily. She's talking about the amount of like, yo, it's a lot of fat black women with glasses and weaves. You see it all the time. That's how you know she got a job. You know what I mean? She'll have the glasses, the weave, you know what I mean, and you know the really comfortable clothes. You know what I mean? And you starting to see more. We starting to see more young women with like young in college with bellies. You know what I'm saying? And just already really out of shape, for like no reason. You feel me? So anywho, this is not a point you could argue. Rich men and men who got money are not looking for overweight. They overweight women. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you not know fat girls? Now, Kita is a bigger girl, but she just doesn't really fall into that category like that. She's just not like, you know, like real in shape or nothing like that. But she's not no really overweight girl or some girl that, and on top of that, nobody was talking about her. And that's another thing too. If someone's not addressing you, it's crazy to be offended by something when someone's not addressing you. You know what I mean? And the thing about like the female hyenas, they do this shit where they'll always tell you about how women understand how to spread ideas and how to change culture, which is because they speak and communicate more with each other and everyone else, and they speak more. So women will transmit certain ideas. So I always use like the prenup conversation, right? Or when you hear in the paper that, or it's the paper news that some athlete, some famous person's wife got all this money in the settlement or in the divorce and whatnot, and you'll always kind of hear, I think we've all experienced some women saying she deserved every penny. deserve every penny. Bitch, you're not gonna get $1 million when you get divorced. Like, if you get divorced, it's not what. But the idea is she's trying to spread the idea or plant the seed in your mind that yes, that's okay and it's normal. Move on, because you got to realize there's power in someone gaslighting you into thinking that something that's not normal is normal. Again, because these are all ways to effectively get you to shut up and stop talking and leave them alone. Right? Just saying. So.
That takes her from the fact that that's why motherfuckers don't. That's why we don't like you, bro.
So that right there, when she said that's why motherfuckers don't like you, bro. Whether or not anyone likes her doesn't matter. She's not there to be liked. You see what I'm talking about right here? She's changing how can I say? It's not gaslighting. It's basically it's making the assumption about what your objective is, because again, women can't really understand people beyond how they see themselves. All right. That's why like people like let's say for people who be cheating. People who be cheating are always accusing someone that they're with of cheating. Why? Because they're a cheater. Or because they know they do it. You feel me? So they're always paranoid of the get back and stuff like that, right? So, but that's why it's really hard to have a relationship with a woman that's like mentally unstable, is because like she her mind is filled with darkness and negative scenarios and thoughts and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's how a woman can hear you say something and get a totally different interpretation of what you said, and you're like, what? So what Shoya just did, she didn't have a good comeback. She didn't have a good argument. And this is what always happens. This is why I can't be on this shit. The reason why that just happened to her was because she didn't come into the conversation with good faith, trying to have a conversation. She came into the conversation trying to one-up her, trying to... I can't even say cooking. You're rapping for your audience. You're rapping your verse for your audience. You're not coming with logic that we all can hear and say, okay, that makes sense. She's going to come with the logic that, or the talking points that people who may follow her and agree with her will be able to kind of say, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? That like that type shit. Why am I using a touch screen? Y'all don't want to work. Come on. Oh, I'm so sick.
I'm so glad you said it, and it's noted.
Yeah, I just met you today. I didn't know I'm so glad before we got here.
Off the rip, lying. She said, I just 16 asked her, have you seen my videos before? Have you watched my content? She didn't ask her none of this shit. The first thing she says, I never met you before. I never saw you before today. Why, if that is true, why is it relevant? Always watch these tricks. She's trying to plant the seed in her mind that, oh, I'm not sweating you like that. I don't even know who you are. Well, I don't even know you like that. I'm just, I'm just, don't mind us chickens. It's so many games being played. It's diabolical. And what Six is experiencing is, this is what black men experience in relationships and in conversations with women on a regular basis, which I'm sure she's kind of aware of. But I feel like also any modern woman can do this kind of dance if she gets emotional enough. Also, from a behavioral standpoint, right? The girl's getting emotionally frustrated, right? And her heart rate is going up. She's getting excited. So they're actually both getting excited. So what Six is going to say is that, yo, please stop cursing at me, because I'm not cursing at you or being disrespectful. Like what? Like why are you acting like this? Type shit.
No, baby. So this is what we have a problem with me. You have no problem. You ain't got to cuss at me. You ain't got to be disrespectful. Have I respected you?
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want. And then what happens? You do whatever you want. Then what's the next move?
Yeah.
You're not very
Now, if Six would have got up and jumped on her ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, this, and I'm gonna say this too about men. For the most part, unless they've been drinking for a long time, I get this to men. Men won't do this unless he absolutely ready to take it there with you. This is one of those things where they're both trying to stand their ground And it's also, again, you seeing the immaturity of modern women play out. You know how corny it look for an attractive woman to show up, and y'all talk like that. One thing niggas know not to do, or you should know not to do, is to hate or be aggressive towards a nigga that's doing better than you. That's another thing I've experienced too. Yes, broke niggas be trying to treat you a certain kind of way because they ain't got no motherfucking motion, nigga. Yes, it's a thing. And I want to get into how Drake connects to this as well. You know what I'm saying? So that I can point something out to y'all as well.
Y'all poke the bear. Then when someone check your information in here, upset. Yeah, you came in here upset. The fuck? When I tried to say hi, and you had an issue that I stitched a video. It's social media.
Now, if anybody can.
So that was now she mentioned that before, saying that so that was a part of why she felt as though her and Ace couldn't have a relationship, because she told Ace not to say anything to Keita about the video she did about her. You know what I'm saying? And because her concern was that I don't want to come into a hostile environment like this where I know it's women who do not like me and they're going to gang up on me. We're not going to have an actual conversation, right? Anyway, so the comment she makes after that is, the way that Six knew was because of that comment right there. Oh, she's mad I made a video. So that's what people do on social media. She's just mad, this and that. And this is not a one-off. This is how people treat you when they feel as though you rank higher than them. Or you make them feel, basically, you bring the hater out of them. So we're going to play a little more.
Finding that clip where I was like, oh, you bitches. A bitch ain't come out my mouth. A profanity ain't come out my mouth. Okay. The very first thing that was said to more. And now.
So she's yelling, right? Because she teaches women how to be like feminine, right? But during.
So this is the Keita Rose video. I'm not sure this is from I guess this is a new one, I guess. All right, here we go.
The episode, as we're calling her out, she and Randy start to get into it. So she's yelling, Randy's yelling. She's like, oh, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Oh, good. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the feminist coach.
So y'all both saw that video, right? And we saw, for the most part, Six was defending herself, and she was respectfully asking, yo, you ain't gotta be disrespectful. Because when you deal with someone whom you don't know, you don't jump right to violence or making threats. The first level is, yo, like, what's good with you, bull? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you there, sir? You know what I mean?
No, Joe!
That's my shit. Play that.
You know what I'm saying? What can I say about that shit? I'm sorry. Got a little off track. But that's just not how you go about it. I'm saying, like, it's the classy and grown thing to do in this kind of situation, right? And Six didn't say I don't like you, or I don't care for you, or expect a negative opinion towards them in particular. She came out and said, this is why we don't like you, bro. And she says that in response to Randy trying to argue whether or not fat women get niggas who drive Mercedes, get niggas who drive Range Rovers, get the kind of guys who may become millionaires. It's okay. What you know what I'm saying? Wait. This is feminism. This is what men deal with. This what Six experience. This is how black women find their way out of relationships. You saw how Keita told that story? This straight lied. A bold face. What the fuck? What? It's disturbing.
Joe!
And you know what else?
And sooner or later, her cookies get crushed.
And now her cookies getting crushed. Hold your head up, though. Hope you make it.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Ace ain't knock her on the couch of doom. Smash.
Why do you call it the couch of doom? Why are you calling it the couch of doom? I'll point something else out too. Where Ace is at physically, first of all, y'all match. Okay, y'all match. I could definitely see Ace knocking you down. All right, and 6 is going to pick up on. Shout out to her. She's very sharp with this one. She picked up on the projection. Again, women are only. Hold on. Let me have some big real quick. Hold on. Fam, listen. I'm good at this. I just had to say it real quick. I'm very good at this shit. And also, you people who comment on my videos and write these paragraphs, thank you. No, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all really don't like me talking about how like black women don't be getting top tier white guys. Nigga, they white. Like, up until recently, these niggas didn't think that like that it should be legal for you to have like mad rights. That was white men's idea. I'm just saying. And also, the white baby. Can't give him a white baby. You cannot give him a Gerber baby. You can only give, at best, you can give him Lonzo Ball. White men don't want you to give them some kids that look like the Ball brothers. You know what I'm saying? The Melo Ball and Lonzo Ball. That's not what white men grow up thinking about when they think about having a family. Oh man, I can't wait to grow up with some kids with some big floppy afros who are confused about where they fit in the world. Yeah. I'm too good at this. But anyway, so like I'm saying before, so 6 catches the projection, and women are not really able to explain things or even understand things outside of how they think, which is why they put like their own brand or their own seasoning or personality on everything. And that's why you'll say some shit. Listen, she doesn't just hear what you're saying. She has her own filter, her own processor that it goes through. So you come with the truth, and she puts that shit into the processor. You know what I'm saying? And changes it, and now it is transformed. She like a woman is more like she's like an appliance, like an air fryer. That's how she treats information. Like, you're not going to just give it to her. She's going to do something to it. She will cook it somehow. I'm going to do something with it. You know what I mean? That's why men got to realize you cannot have this conversation with the women. Crimson Cure pointed out a long time ago about if things going to move forward, black men have to stop involving black women because y'all are having 2 different conversations. Even in Keita telling the story, all she had to do was just keep it real and say, yo, listen, a part of my character on the show is being this kind of person, It wasn't a person, I was doing my job, You know what I'm saying? And she is on, I guess, doing this video because of the 6 is going viral again for her telling her side of her experience on being on tonight's conversation. And I'm like, yo, if y'all just doing your job and whatnot, why not just say I was doing my job? You know what I'm saying? Or I was, listen, I was there working. You know what I mean? But I'll play a little more. We're gonna close out.
Them papas. All these hoes don't like me. I'm not sure. I'll be sitting next to him. Maybe that's why.
Boom. Boom. These are your thoughts and your words. Men, when women be talking, do not ignore not one thing. That will go over your heads. That means something to her. Sitting next to him means something to her. Whenever women, listen, then again, I feel like all tribal women be feeling like somebody hate on them, but these hoes don't like me. No, nigga, that's the one. No, nigga, that's probably one of your buddies. That is one of your buddies. You guys are buddies. What types of buddies? Okay.
So I'm just going to say this just in case, but for the record, I never slept with Ace.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, man. Let's go ahead. Let's listen. This one, I'm 37. She 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? 35 years old. Hold on, man. Let me see. I gotta find her good. Hold on.
Your body. If you love me, let me get your body.
I always play that. It doesn't mean anything, but that was the most appropriate. Now I'm joking. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me see what we got, man. I gotta give us something good. You know what I'm saying? You know what? No, she need. Oh, no, what?
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Nigga. Shot to 6.
Never would. Matter of fact, if Ace was the last man on earth and it depended on him and I to repopulate it, the human race would just have to die out, honey. So these are the self-proclaimed girls. I'm a girl's girl, but I'm going to slut shame. I'm going to lie and put bodies on women that they don't have. You know, women like Keita, you know, as long as you're doing what she wants you to do, as long as you're acting the way she wants, as long as you're using a tone that she wants, oh, she'll laugh with you and kiki and all of that. And then the minute that she doesn't get her way, them the type of girls right there, honey, they gonna tell your business the same way she been doing Kitty. People are trying to act like, oh, her and Kitty was a business relationship. No, their children played together. They were at each other's homes, okay? And then the minute that Kitty don't act the way she feels, because she's the master cracking that whip, and y'all blackies better listen to me. So the minute that the blackies get out of order to her, oh honey, the gloves come off. She can exploit everything. She's exploiting Ace's, you know, SA. She's over here telling everyone, oh, Kitty's in debt. I had to buy her food. I had to, oh, I can't stand.
Woo! Oh God. Yo, so you know, we're actually gonna stop there. I think we've seen enough. I just want to touch on what she just said about how if you're doing what she wants, and that is the clearest sign of a narcissist. I mean, that's how modern women are in general. Because again, men are kind and giving. The reason why things got to this point, at least I think it started with men genuinely like hearing women out saying, all right, if this is what you want, then let's go ahead and give it to them. But when men gave women these jobs, these programs, these initiatives, really, these changes in the laws, men made all that happen. Not women. Women complained, but they didn't make it happen. You didn't take nothing. Men gave it to you, right? So, and that way of thinking has continued today. And sometimes I have to kind of question whether or not, you know, it's this way by design to make the men weaker, because the men have grown to now think with when men think about things in relationships and whatnot, just in general, men think about whether or not the woman going to be okay with it or not, or whether or not she's going to be cool with it. And whenever he makes a decision, especially in a relationship, he thinks about, oh well, I don't know if she's going to be all right with it. When that's not being a man. She doesn't have any dominion over you. She doesn't tell you what to do. It's like someone tell me in my comment section, let the video play. Bitch, it's a reaction channel. You're coming here to see me, not the original clip, dickhead. Okay? You came here to see the Six Paths cook. I'm going to cook and teach. If you want to watch the original video, go watch the original video. You tell no grown man what to do. Because if you met me in real life, you won't be telling me what to fucking do. And I ain't no tough guy. I'm just saying, but people really walk around really feeling like, yo, they can just tell grown men what to do. You want to tell me that shit in person? Anyway, I'm sorry, because I got that message. I'm like, man, y'all corny as hell. Nigga, don't watch the channel. Bye. I don't need to watch the fucking channel. I get new subs every single day. Okay? I get compliments on my content all the time. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm breaking something down. I'm teaching people something. I'm not just stopping the video to pick up a hula hoop. If I had a hula hoop and that's what I was doing, I'll stop the video and then I get my hula hoop going. That would be too much. You know what I'm saying? If I stop the video to sing the Titanic song, all right. But that's not the case here. But anyway, all in all, what Six experienced, and this is what black men experience when we have relationships. It's not what black men experience, but with the attacks on our reputation. You know what I'm saying? That girl, now, if you didn't watch the video, you would think that Keita was telling the truth, and that'll be your perception of her. Going into it. I know I mentioned Drake before. The reason why I mentioned Drake was because Drake has been winning consistently on his own accord and has never needed anyone to get hot the whole time he's been in the industry. Actually, people have used him to get hot his entire career. All right. And what we see, especially with the Grammys and the Super Bowl happening tomorrow, is that this is like a concerted effort to kind of bring him down a little bit. You know what I mean? And people know that. Like y'all kind of know that the industry is kind of the fact that it was almost like, yo, he's being sacrificed, and everyone in the music industry did not say nothing, not one positive thing about anything Drake did. You know what I'm saying? Like it was almost like, and then I never thought about the Joe Budden podcast getting paid to have these takes and whatnot. I didn't occur to me. I'm like, and to a certain degree. Yo, Joe Budden, he swayed that whole beef. He helped to sway it because people find that to be a credible podcast, and people listen to him. And also, he's a lot like Keita. He's a yeller, so people like that are able to convince you a little easier of what they're talking about. Anyway, we're at the 40-minute mark, man. I love y'all, man. I hope y'all are good out there. I'm about to come back in a little bit to do some more content, but I gotta go make little one his dinner real quick. It's getting late. He's been patient. He probably sleeping. Levi, you awake? Levi. Yeah, he's sleeping. I'm still cook though. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe if you're watching the video, you know what I'm saying? And love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Joe, nigga.
That's my shit. Play that. That shit is hot. Push back line.
Y'all be safe, all right? Here we go. Let's go ahead and get a little crowd applause.